No matter where you are from, you are hated, hated, hated.
In the building, the lovely Miss Tiffany Evans hanging out in the capital city, Louisiana, to throw your L's up.
I'm chilling right now.
And when you look at all these people and you think about all the people that's gonna get fed off of this on Thanksgiving, it's a good thing.
Is it a hot boy reunion coming up?
Like family, you know what I'm saying? We like family. I'm here for you, player. What you need? What you need from me? But there ain't nothing like the NO though, man. You know, I did come out of NO. I know this goes to NO.
Oh, no trouble, man.
You might be my folks, man.
I actually got people who live in Slidell, man, actually.
You my cousin?
I ain't want to come in the way, you know what I'm saying? I always let everybody get their shine on. My homie been doing it, holding it down.
No matter where you are from, you are hated.
What's up? It's all good in the hood. We out here with Cash Money. They're doing the Thanksgiving giveaway like they do every year.
David Banner, Mr. Mississippi himself.
And it's all good. It's a blessing to be here once again, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all good in the hood, you know?
Hanging out with my man Hurricane Chris.
Let me get your hand clap. Let me get your hand clap. Let's put me out the club, cause I ain't know how to act.
Yeah, what up, baby? It's your boy Mike John, Ice Age in the building, baby. And from 713 to 504, you already know it's all good.
What you paying for? Acting like you didn't know that I blow everything overnight with the BG by the pound and the ice cream shot.
This your boy Big A-Ball. And this your boy Pimp Type MJG. And you know what this is. Yeah, this is all good.
I know how I feel inside, and you never felt the same inside.
As far as the Hip Hop Summit goes, what do you think about the turnout and how can people support it a little bit more?
It's a matter of getting the word out to everyone and
No, I'm hanging out with the Mayor of Baton Rouge, Mayor Kip Holden. How you doing, sir?
See you. Hip hop sometimes get a bad rap, you know what I'm saying? But hip hop is a huge universal language, man. And people use hip hop in bad context sometimes, but they also use it when they want to promote.
My own thing, we don't act like y'all. I say, live like
You know what I'm saying? It's positive, you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to give back to the community, you know what I'm saying? And it's a way of giving back, you know what I'm saying? So whatever I can do to help, I'ma help, you know what I'm saying?
It's your man.
In 2005, tragedy struck the Gulf states of Louisiana. Through the help and support of many, we continue to thrive.
The thing is that I understand, man, is that one thing that we have to do is that we have to really, we got to put the pressure on the politicians, but at the same token, our parents and we as parents, because now I'm grown now, you know, we got to take responsibility for our kids, and we got to give these kids something to do.
What's up? It's your girl Goldie. Welcome to the show. And this segment is Goldie with a story. And my story today is about Baton Rouge artist Nussie. Well, the first time I met Nussie, I didn't know he was Nussie. Okay. I was at the crawfish place minding my own business, getting 5 pounds of crawfish, potatoes, corn, sausage. You know, I had the works. So he was like, "You must be from New Orleans." I said, "Of course not. I'm from California." So he was like, I said, "Well, you must be from Baton Rouge." He said, "I'm from New York." So I'm like, he got jokes. So I left. A couple of days later on down the line, we came back to the city. We doing our segment called VH1 competition. And the VH1 competition consisted of 6 weeks of artist boot camp. You know, they had to do all kind of shit, perform, answer questions. Lawyers came in, they had to do their homework on royalties, all that type of shit like that. So that's when he came to the show. But he was an artist on the show. Well, I don't see the artists or nothing like that until the show because all of the interns handled all that in our production crew. I just see them when they get to the actual show. So we gets to the show, and he said, "Don't I know you from somewhere?" I said, I don't know. So I said, "Well, what you doing?" He said, "Well, I'm here for the show." I said, "Oh, okay." So he back to me again. He's like, "Well, would you work here or something?" I'm like, "No, I actually produce and direct the show that you about to come on." So he was like, bullshit. So I'm like, "How that's bullshit?" So he was like, I said, Why would you think not? So he said, well, because you don't look like one. He said, what a producer gonna be doing in the trenches getting crawfish and all that? I say, a hood producer. So we bust out laughing and stuff like that. So he came in and stuff, and I showed him around in the show, and he was like, man, this is bomb. He said, this shit is dope. He said, it's dope what you do. I say, it's dope what you do too. He said, you know, that's the name of my record label. He kept jokes. Okay. So, you know, he was just a cool dude. So he got a chance to see the kids and all that. They produced the show, they run the show, run the cameras and all that kind of stuff. He thought that was amazing with the kids and stuff. So I said, yeah, this is what we teach him, how to be productive in film and production. So he was like, you know, okay. So he went on in and he did his thing and everything. And then they took us out to eat. And then I found out we had a lot in common, especially with our parents and to us, you know what I'm saying? So we talked about it. We was just two people who crossed paths going the same way. You know what I'm saying? It felt like I had met him before or something, you know? So he was just giving me words of encouragement that I take today. You know what I'm saying? When I feel discouraged and stuff like that, I remember I'm the bomb. You heard me? I'm the bomb. What I do is dope, okay? Thank you, Nussie, for them words. So he said, well, like, well, when it's gonna air? I'm like, it's gonna air next week. It's gonna come on. But before that week came, he was unalive. So he never got the chance to see the show. And we didn't play the show. This is gonna be the first time that I'm playing the show. So, R.I.P. Nussie, thank you for everything. And I would like to welcome to the stage Baton Rouge artist, Nussie baby. You heard me?
The hood is everything with music. If you ain't down with the hood, you're a
This
bunch.
your
I can't
boy Big
cuss count.
8-Ball, MJG. Yeah, this is all good in the hood.
Welcome back to the Video 1 contest, man. It's going down in a major way, you know what I'm saying? Our first featured artist tonight is my man Nussie from Baton Rouge, holding it down in a major way, man. Let them know what that record label is, big brother.
Dope Celebrity Records, DOPE meaning music.
That's what I'm talking about, man. You've been holding it down in a major way for a while, man, in BR, bro.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. Putting it down.
Definitely, man. Who you got with you today?
A1, the president of Dope Celebrity Records.
D-Ray, event coordinator, Dope Celebrity Records.
That's what's up, man. What you doing for us today?
Well, I'm going to hit you with that reality real music, you know, the dumb way, and they hate mine.
That's what's up, man. Y'all stay tuned. It's about to crack off. Don't go nowhere.
But it's supposed to be real, though. Now, this the kind of stuff I be talking about. These the kind of tactics I gotta take. Because these getting in the door and shutting that behind them, you know, they ain't letting nobody in. I'll be a quick Nussie off in this. DCF representing funky filthy. You done heard of me and Duggery. And we ain't playing, we finna make it how it's supposed to be. I see you, man, with them fat knots. You better stop before I take what you got. I want it all, man. I mean everything. Good, bad guy, be respected when I let them hang. Got money, 2 big stacks, tall as you. You ain't sharing, I ain't caring, now what you gonna do? Real street, man, I'm out here. From the back, sneak attack, then disappear. Penitentiary, rich, big, fancy, coming soon. Free Diablo, now them my goons. Or you ain't heard catching feelings. Call me Nussie Band, Challenge, Billy D, millions. But you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid. And we gon' do this the dumb way. But you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid. And we gon' do this the dumb way. But you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid. And we gon' do this the dumb way. But you ain't stupid, 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 you ain't stupid. I know the dumb way. That's all I know. Get into it with a don't give a no more. I'm dumb. Yeah, that's for sure. Get that job or try to pop you more in broad daytime. I done lost my mind, not myself no more. Pop a like I know everybody gonna go. Like everybody else, pop a jigger line. Cause I know that'll ease my mind. But my eyes go to twitching and my legs start jigging. Now I'm out myself, I don't know no more. I'm a disturbed. And
and my mind just slipping. No matter what they scream, I scream. We gon' do this the dumb way. But you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, hey, you ain't stupid. Say we gon' do this the dumb way. But you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, hey, you ain't stupid. Say we gon' do this the dumb way. But you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, hey, you ain't stupid. Say we gon' do this the dumb way. But you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, hey, you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid. You might have rolled the short bus, I rolled the one-man van. Amputated by the part and screen, yeah, I did it, man. I rolled the handicap bus with the chopper in it. With a bunch of old bras smelling like Geritol. I got a Jinsu knife, I'm trying to shell shit up. I'm always on some different shit, so suck it up. Man, I'm gone, I done flipped off the hard and rock the checkerboard polo across. Last guy died the death of a woodpecker. It on himself, and that's where I left. I'm a flying man for sure. When it's time to go the dumb way, I'm the man with the ice in my hand. I am the dirty South, know what I'm talking about. I'm the man without a doubt, now I punch in your mouth. When I start to spit, watch it get hit, as he hit the ground screaming, Jigga City. We gon' do this the dumb way. But you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, hey, you ain't stupid. Say we gon' do this the dumb way. But you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, hey, you ain't stupid. Say we gon' do this the dumb way. But you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, hey, you ain't stupid. Say we gon' do this the dumb way. But you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid, hey, you ain't stupid, you ain't stupid.
The man known as the streets of Nussie was shot dead in Baton Rouge. Police say Chris Jackson, known by his rap name as Nussie, was murdered last night in the Mid-City area of Baton Rouge.
His body was found on America Street. No known shooter or motive right now. Nussie's Luke Margolis gets answers on the murder and Nussie's role in the rap community. Frank, 33-year-old rapper, was on the fast track to stardom before police found him dead.
When he walked in the room, I mean, it lit up. His energy was so overwhelming.
Ardana Winbush says she's known Chris Jackson for her whole life, but she knew him by his rap name, Nussie. This was the scene last night when police found the Baton Rouge rapper shot to death inside a home in the 2300 block of America Street. The killers are still on the loose, and police have few answers. Today, friends and family gathered outside Dope Celebrity Records on North 31st Street to pay tribute to the musician.
My man Nussie from Baton Rouge.
John Robert hosts a TV show featuring Louisiana's rap musicians. He says Nussie was a star on the rise who could have pulled others along with him.
It's a great loss because here you have another young black man who was tragically taken, who had talent that also, could have helped people with jobs, could have helped people with their careers, could have shed a light on Baton Rouge music scene.
Rumors on the street run wild as to why Nussie was a target, but Winbush says you can't rule anything out.
I worry about the fate of everybody, period. Not just rap artists, everybody. It could be a random. I mean, no one knows if it was rap related, no one knows if it was, beef related. No one knows at this point.
Winbush says Nussie was just days away from signing a recording contract with a major label. Phone calls to that company seeking comment were not returned. Chris Nussie Jackson leaves behind two daughters, ages 13 and 4. Luke Margolis, WBRZ, Balance News.
Thank you, Luke. Now, a second man was also found shot about the same time, just blocks from where police found Nussie.